हेलो माय डियर दोस्तों, कैसे हैं आप सभी लोग? हाउ आर ऑल यू गाइस? So guys, I welcome you all to your favorite channel, Wallah English. How are you all? Hello, hello. Welcome guys. I hope you all are doing great. Hello, nice. Welcome. Awesome. Okay, great. So guys, I welcome you all to the Super 20 series for GATE 2026 algorithms. Okay, and as you are aware that we are doing this series specifically for solving MSQ questions, because MSQ questions are considered one of the toughest questions in GATE, right? Because that require a lot of thought process. So today we are going to solve lots of amazing questions. Okay, and I hope you all are super duper ready and excited. Please let me know. So yesterday we had a GATE Maha revision session for algorithms, in which I covered almost the entire algorithm concepts. Okay, and I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned from it. Okay, and today we are going to discuss some questions. Okay, and let me remind you that at 7 p.m. we have Maha Abhyas session, in which we are going to solve problems. Okay, it will be MCQ, MSQ, and NAT types, all mixed questions for the Maha Abhyas. Okay, that would be on a separate channel. That would be on the GATE Wallah CSE channel. Okay, so you can check it out. Guys, today we are going to talk about lots of amazing questions. Okay, so let me just remove this. Let me share you the pattern that we're going to follow. Okay, the process or the pattern. Okay, so process is something which I have followed last year as well, and almost every student said that that was the best possible way to cover this series. Okay, the process is going to be simple. I'm going to share a question with you. Okay, and I'm going to give you some time. In that time, you don't have to write anything on the chat. Don't write answer, don't write anything. Okay, there would be a timer. Okay, and we are going to solve each and every question in the GATE format. Okay, so that's why I'm going to give you a timer within which you have to solve that question. Depending on the question, I will give you either 1 minute, 1.5 minute, 2 minutes, like that. Okay, and you have to solve that question within that time limit, and then after the time limit is done, you can discuss it and we will solve it. Okay, so we will discuss it and I'm going to answer all your queries. Okay, so this is going to be the pattern. Okay, this is going to be the pattern. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so friends, my name is Aditya Jain. I have secured All India rank 60 in GATE Computer Science 2019, and I have done my MTech from IIT Bombay with a 2 years master's program specialization in data science. Okay, and I've worked in industry as a data scientist, and I have been associated in the edtech field for quite a long time. I have upskilled more than 15,000 plus students and working professionals, and last year many of my students secured 100% marks in algorithms. Okay, so I expect you guys to get 100% marks as well. With that motivation, let's get started. Here is your first question. Let me launch the timer. So this is how I'm going to launch the timer. Here, how do I edit it? For this, I'm going to give you this much time. Chalo. The timer is going to be in front of you. You don't have to write any answer on the chat. I'm again repeating. Okay, chali. Just solve it. We are going to solve some very amazing questions. Okay, so what's the answer? Okay, and guys, you have to solve this in exam pattern. Okay, in exam you will not be having your notes, you will not be having, you will not be able to call anyone, you will not be able to take infinite time. Okay, so you have to think as if you are sitting in an gate exam, and then you have to answer the questions. Okay, chaliye. Consider the weighted graph G given by this. If total number of MCSTs of G are X and the weight of the MCST is Y, then which of the following options are correct? You have to comment on the weight and the number of MCSTs. Yeah, so what I'll do is I'll create a copy of this so that you can practice them later as well. So what I'll do is I'll create a copy of the question and then I'll write answer on the copy so that you can revise later. Okay. So I will simply apply Kruskal. I'll name them A, B, C, D, E. Okay. I will start by picking minimum. This is going to be minimum. Okay. Then I will pick this 3. Okay. I will pick this 3. Now, between these 3, let me draw it with different color, orange. Between this 3 and this 3, I can pick only 1. And between this 3 and this 3, I can only pick 1. Okay. And as there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 vertices, there will be 4 edges in the MCST and -1 edges, right? So there are 2 possibilities here and there are 2 possibilities here. So 2 cross 2, 4 ways. Okay, so the count of the MCST is 4. So X value is definitely 4. So X value is definitely 4. Okay, and the weight. So weight of the MCST, all the 4 will have equal weight. Okay, so it would be 2 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. Okay, so 9 plus 2, 11. The weight is going to be 7. Okay, so the answer is option A and D. Okay, please let me know how many of you understood it. And this is the same pattern we are going to solve every question. Are you ready for it? Please make the maximum benefit out of this session, dosto. Okay, I want you to learn a lot. I want you to learn a lot from this series. Excited for the next question? Okay, okay, great. Actually, by the way, guys, if you have attended yesterday's Maha revision, how was your experience? Because yesterday we had Maha revision from 4 p.m. till 1 a.m. almost till 1 a.m. I think, right? So I hope your experience was great. that was a very one shot algorithm, and I would guarantee you that it is the best Maha revision algorithm that you will ever find on YouTube. Okay, I personally guarantee you that because I have taught you with my heart and soul, with everything I know. Okay, with everything I can tell you. Okay, so yeah, I hope that you will get 100% marks in algorithms. Okay, chali. Oof. For this, I will give you how much time? Again, 1.5 minutes. Yeah. So consider the following functions: f of n equals to n times 5 power n and g of n equals to 25 power n. Then which of the following is correct? Okay. So 25 power n, guys, I can write it as 5 square whole power n, which is same as 5n whole square. Okay. Simple maths properties I am applying. Okay. So f I have as n into 5 power n and g I have as 5n square. So I am comparing n into 5 power n with 5 power n into 5 power n. 5 power n, 5 power n cancelled. So I am comparing n with 5 power n. And I know that f is strictly less than g. Okay, so this is my conclusion, that f is strictly less than g. Do you agree? Have you got the same conclusion, my dear dosto? F is strictly less than g. Yeah. So now all I have to do is I have to decode each and every option. Okay, what that particular option is telling me. So this option is telling me f is strictly less than g. This option is telling me f. This option is telling me f is less than or equal to g. This option is telling me f is greater than or equal to g. This is saying f is less than or equal to g, and this is saying f is asymptotically equal to g. Okay, but I have got that f is strictly less than g. F is strictly less than g means it is small o of g. So is there only one option correct? Only option A correct, right? Yes. Only option A is correct, right? No. Friends, this is a very common mistake, and that's why I have brought this question. So it is true that f is strictly less than g is our conclusion, but this is also correct. Okay, this is also super correct. Okay, because if f is small o of g, it is also big O of g. Every small o is big O. Okay, every small o is also big O. Every big O need not be small o. Okay, so if something is less than g, if f is less than g, it is also less than or equal to g. So both of these are true. A and C are the correct options. Clear, my dear friends? Everyone super clear? Please say yes or no. Very common mistake. Very common mistake. People only mark less than. Okay. Come on guys. So I'm also trying to tell you what are the common mistakes so that you can understand your mistakes before the GATE exam. Okay? Each and every question I have myself created, okay, to help you learn the maximum. Insertion sort is applied, number of swaps required are A, number of comparisons required are B. Then which of the following are correct? Okay. चलिए. Let's write down comparisons and swaps. Okay. So I will perform pass by pass. In pass 1, this is going to be my key. One comparison would be required, but zero swap would be required. One comparison, zero swap. Okay. In pass 2, 650 is going to be my key. One comparison, but zero swap. In pass 2, this would be the output. 230 would be the key in pass 3. This would compare. One comparison, one swap. Second comparison, but only one swap. So two comparison, but one swap. And this would be the output of pass 3. One comparison, one swap, two comparison, but only one swap. Again, two comparison, one swap. ठीक है? Okay. Guys, is it fine if I write it here only? Okay, in the space that is left. Okay, no, let me write it properly only. So the output of pass 4 is going to be 100 to 20, 100 to 20, to 30, to 80, and 650. Okay, my next element is going to be 550. One comparison, one swap, two comparison, but only one swap. Two comparison, but only one swap. Then after 550, I have 110. One comparison, but zero swap. And finally, I have 160. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7 comparison, but 6 swaps. And that is how I will get my sorted output. Okay. So total number of comparisons are 1 plus 1, 2, 2 plus 2, 4, 6, 7, 7, 7, 14, 16. So the number of comparisons are 16. And the number of swaps are 1 plus 1, 2, 2 plus 1, 3, 3 plus 6, 9. So the correct answer is A, B, and D. How many of you have got B and D? Yes, the answer is B and D. Clear है दोस्तों? Have you got B and D? चलिए बहुत बढ़िया. चलो, this should take you max 1 minute. I hope you are learning from each and every question. So which of the following sorting techniques have the best case time complexity of order of n? So let me write the best case time complexities for each of them. Optimized bubble sort has big omega of n. Selection sort n square. Insertion sort n. Quick sort, you guys tell me. I don't know. Quick sort. What is the answer for quick sort? What's the best case complexity for quick sort? N log n. And when does it happen? Very good. N log n. And it happens when all the elements, when the pivot always gets placed at the middle. Okay. So this and this are order of n. So A and C is the correct answer. Okay. Suppose bubble sort was mentioned, then also okay, by default some people say that by default bubble sort is the optimized bubble sort, so that way also it can be answered. Sorry, another very good question. इसके लिए you will need 2 minutes. So yeah, so numerical. Sorry, solve it. Consider the following instances of the job sequencing with deadline problem. If the optimal technique is used, which of the following jobs are included as part of the optimal solution? ओके दोस्तों एक्चुअली हाँ मैं पिछले का सोल्यूशन देने वाला था बट क्या हो रहा है कि अभी नागपुर में इलेक्शंस चल रहे हैं आई डोंट नो व्हाट तो उसके कारण बहुत ज़्यादा रैलीज जारी है तो इसलिए जब भी नॉइस आ रही है मैं आपका टाइम बचाने के लिए डायरेक्टली अब म्यूट करके आपको क्वेश्चन दे दे रहा हूँ ठीक है तो थोड़ा ऐसा होता रहेगा क्योंकि मुझे आपका टाइम बचाना है मेरा भी टाइम बचाना है तो जब भी कोई आवाज़ वाली चीज़ रहेंगी मैं आपको क्वेश्चन दूंगा और डिस्कशन मैं साथ में कर लूँगा ठीक है तो चलिए पहले पिछले क्वेश्चन का डिस्कशन जो पेंडिंग है वो कर लेते हैं सिंपल है जॉब सीक्वेंसिंग विद डेडलाइन में मैंने आपको बताया है कि पहले आपको मैक्सिमम डेडलाइन निकालनी है मैक्सिमम डेडलाइन है 6 तो 6 स्लॉट बनाने हैं यू हैव टू क्रिएट 6 स्लॉट्स 1 2 3 4 5 एंड 6 1 2 3 4 5 एंड 6 ठीक है then you will have to rank them on the basis of the descending order of profits so this is 1 this is 2 you can take 1 2 anything this is 3 this is 4 5 6 and 7 okay so J3 will be placed at its maximum deadline then J7 will be placed then J6 will be placed then J4 will be placed at 1 but we cannot accommodate it so we'll have to skip it then J2 will be placed and then J1 will be placed and then finally J5 will be placed but we cannot accommodate it okay so this is going to be the solution to my job sequencing with deadline which of the following jobs are included so is J3 included yes Is J4 included? No. Is J5 included? No. J6, yes. Are you getting A and D? The answer is A and D. I hope you have got it. So friends, out of all the questions that we have solved so far, are you guys really learning and enjoying? Are you getting to learn variety of questions? Because I made sure that each and every question is on a different topic, so that I can cover as many topics revision as possible. Every question I have created it myself, okay, so that I can provide you the best quality questions. Okay, so please let me know how is your experience, and please make the best out of this session. Okay, because I want you to secure 100% marks in algorithms. In fact, in the GATE exam, we all faculty members are trying our best, okay, for you guys. Okay, chalo. Coming to this question, this is also pending. Let's discuss this. So f is 4n plus 3 log n, and g is 7 log n 6 n power 6. As you know, this comes down. Okay, so 7 into 6, 42 log of n plus 3n. Okay, here the dominating term is log n, here the dominating term is log n. Okay, sorry, here the dominating term is n, and here also the dominating term is n. So f is also theta of n, g is also theta of n. Okay, in fact f is asymptotically equal to g, because both have equal rate of growth. So when f is asymptotically equal to g, is g bigger of log n? No. Is f bigger of g? Yes. Is g theta of f? Yes. Is f bigger of log n? No. So B and C are the correct options. Do you agree? Please tell me yes. Sir, please explain J6 in job sequencing. Okay, let me explain J6. Where is it? Okay. So friends, J6 is having a deadline of 2, but deadline 2 is already occupied. So we will place it on the left. Okay, whenever a slot is occupied, we will check for the first available slot on the left. Okay, so that's how we solve it. Come on guys, I'm expecting that you have already learned these concepts. Okay, I hope you understood, everyone, how I placed J6. Come on guys, you all have learned this. Okay, okay, I hope you agree with each and every options that we have solved so far. Anyone who has got all the questions correct, tell me. I hope yes. Sorry. If Dijkstra single source shortest path algo is used, then select all the incorrect options. Okay, we have to select all the incorrect options. So let's copy it. And let's apply Dijkstra's. X2B. X2B is 10. X2T is 6. So X2T, can we go in a better cost than 6? Have a look. So as all the edges are of positive weight, I can solve it manually. Okay, I can solve the cost manually. So this is 2, this is 3. Okay, so XPT I can find, which is 6, which is 5. So this is definitely wrong. Shortest cost from X to B is 10. Okay, sorry, this is incorrect. So this is right, or I should write false and true. Okay, so this is false. X to B is 10. X to B. X to B, I have only one way to reach. So is there any way? Is there any way in which I can reach with the cost of 8? Guys, please refresh. I don't know why. I don't know why there was lag. Please refresh. Is there any way for X to Y? So it cannot be this. And X to Y reported is XQTY. So yes, when you will solve it, you will realize that this is XQTY 15. Tell me, is D true? Is option D correct? Okay, 2 plus 3, 5. 5 plus 3, 2 plus 3, 5. 5 plus 3, 8. Okay, is there any better way? If you try to solve it manually, 3 plus 1, 4. 4 plus 3, 7. 7 plus 1, 8. So this is true. And this is false. Okay. So because this is true, so this is false. Okay. X, Q, E, Y is not the correct answer. So the correct answer to this question is option A and D, because they have asked us false. Okay. Understood, dosto? Okay. Now, as a homework, you can apply Dijkstra. Why I solved this as a shortcut is because I know that when all the edges are of positive weight, I can solve it manually. Do you agree? So that's why I've used the shortcut approach. Okay. Chali. Solve this. ठीक है, तो दोस्तों इसका I will share the idea with you. ठीक है, so all you have to apply is when you merge a list of size n, let me copy first. Okay, when you merge a list of size n with another list of size n and you merge them into a single sorted list of size n plus m, the best case number of element wise comparisons are minimum of m comma n and the worst case number of comparisons are m plus n minus 1. Okay, so all you have to do is you have to merge them two at a time and you have to keep applying minimum and maximum at every stage. Will you be able to do this, guys? How many of you will be able to do it? Okay, so you can consider this as homework. Okay, and you can just solve this. Okay, and share the answer with me on Telegram. Okay, Chali, try this out. This is a good question. So this is like this. To consider the following directed graph G. Suppose a DFS of this graph is performed starting at P and the adjacent nodes are explored in lexicographical order. Which of the following is are true? ठीक है दोस्तों, कैसे सॉल्व करेंगे इसको बताओ. First we'll apply DFS. ठीक है, first we'll draw the DFS spanning tree. So we'll start at P. We will go to Q. From Q we will go to T. From T we will go to R and S will be left as it is. Okay, we will not have any edge connected to S. So is this how you have got the DFS spanning tree dosto? Please confirm. This is going to be my DFS spanning tree. Okay, now you just have to comment on the tree edges, forward edges, backward edges and cross edges. What are tree edges? Tree edges are those edges which are part of the DFS spanning tree. Forward edges are those edges which are from a node to its non-child descendants. Backward edges are those edges which are from a node to its ancestor, and cross edges are the edges between two nodes that are neither ascendant nor descendant of each other. Very beautiful concept. Okay, so on the basis of that we have to comment here. So PQ is a tree edge. What do you think? PQ is a tree edge? Absolutely yes. SP is a tree edge. Is SP a tree edge? Oh, last option is getting hidden. Okay, last option is getting hidden. It is SQ is a forward edge. Okay, let me rewrite it. It is saying SQ is a forward edge. I'll come to that. SP is a tree edge. No, SP is not a tree edge. RQ is a backward edge. How many of you agree? R to Q is going to be a backward edge from a node to its from a node to its ancestor. So this is going to be true. SQ is a forward edge, but no, SQ is a cross edge. So this is also wrong. The correct answer is option A and C. Clear है? How many of you understood this, दोस्तों? GPD पे clear है दोस्तों? I hope this was a good question for you. Three edges एक बार बोल दीजिए. Three edges are those edges which are part of the DFS spanning tree. So PQ, QT, TR are my tree edges. Okay, these are my tree edges. Okay. Very good question. इसके लिए you will need some more time. So 1 hour 30 seconds. Sorry, 1 minute 30 seconds. 1 hour 30 seconds. 1 minute 30 seconds should be enough. Everyone should get this correct. ठीक है. So guys, what's the answer to this? What answer are you guys getting? Okay, so I always personally apply Kruskal. Okay, you can apply Prims as well, but my favorite is Kruskal because Kruskal is super duper easy. Okay, so I will apply Kruskal. So first I will draw the skeleton P, Q, S, T, U, V, R and W. Okay, so this is the skeleton. Okay, now we'll pick the edges in minimum to maximum order. Okay, so we'll keep picking the minimum edges unless and until cycle gets formed. So we'll pick 5, then we'll pick 10. Okay, then we will pick 15, then we will pick 20, then we will pick 25, then we will pick 30, and then can we pick 35 dosto? Can I pick RW 35? If yes, why yes? If no, why no? No, because cycle is getting formed, and whenever cycle gets formed, we have to skip that edge. Okay, we'll have to skip that edge. We will have to skip RW. Okay, so 35 will skip and we'll move on to the next 40. Next minimum is 40. Now you tell me, how many nodes are there in the given graph? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. If there are 8 vertices, okay, if there are 8 vertices, there should be 7 edges in the MCST. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 edges in the MCST, which is absolutely correct. So now we can mark the options. If Kruskal's algorithm is used to find the MCST, then which of the following options are correct? The MCST is unique. Can I say MCST will be unique? Because there are no duplicate weight edges. Okay, this is absolutely correct. The edge RW is part of the MCST. I have intentionally given this option, but this is wrong. The cost of the MCST is 183. Is the cost coming out to be 183? Quickly tell me. Quickly tell me, my dear dosto. No. Okay, it is not, because when you will add it, this will not be 183. Okay, it will be 145. The HPQ is not part of the MCST. Is HPQ not the part of the MCST? Yes, this is true. So this is true. So option A and D are correct. Okay, A and D are the correct options. Okay, was this interesting, dosto? Okay, so either you apply Prem's or Kruskal, you will get the same MCST, because there are no duplicate weight edges, and hence MCST will be unique. Very beautiful question. Okay, so guys, out of all the questions that we have done so far, how many of you have really enjoyed this session? Because MSQ questions need a lot of clarity. Okay, you cannot solve MSQ question randomly, because you cannot apply process of elimination. You should understand each and every option. Okay, and that's why we are practicing MSQ questions for you. Was it useful so far? Okay, and see, the pace is obviously going to be high, because we are towards the end of your preparation. So we expect that you are already done with the maximum preparation. So please don't mind if the pace looks very speedy. Okay, it is meant to be like that. For this question, one minute should be more than sufficient. So we have to comment on the properties of bubble sort. So bubble sort is in place, yes, because the space complexity of bubble sort is constant. So yes, it is an in place sorting technique. It is not out place. Okay. Is it stable? What do you think? Do we ever swap two equal elements in bubble sort or bubbly sort? If you're part of paid batch, you know that bubbly sort is bubble sort. We never swap two equal elements in bubbly sort, right? So it is an stable technique. So correct answer is option A and D. Clear hai? A and D are the correct answers. Study. This question will need some more time. So, 2 minutes should be sufficient. Study. What is the correct answer to this? Twenty-one 9 15. 2 18. 11 8 16. Okay. We will go pass by pass. After pass 1, we will have to write comparisons and swaps for each pass, right? So 9 will be compared with 21. one comparison and one swap. So after pass 1, this will become 9, 21, and 15 would be the key. So one comparison, one swap, two comparison, but one swap. So two comparison and one swap. After pass 2, it will become 9, 15, and 21. So 2 would be my key. 1, 2, 3. So 3 comparisons and 3 swaps. Okay. So after second pass, after third pass, the output is going to be 2, 9, 15, 21, and 18 would be my key. So one comparison, one swap, two comparison, but only one swap. So after pass 4, it will be 2, 9, 15, 18, 21. 11 would be the key. One comparison, one swap, 2, 3, 4 comparison, but 3 swaps. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 comparison, but 5 swap. One, 2, 3 comparison, but only 2 swap. Okay. So total comparisons are 3 plus 3, 6, 6 plus 4, 10, 12, 18, 19, 20, 21. And total swaps are 2, 5, 6, 9, 9 plus 7, 16, 21 and 16. So 21 and 16. So the correct answer is option A and B. Have you got the same answer, dosto? D. Very good, very good. Okay. Passes and total number of swaps. Okay. So for this, 2 minutes would be required. Quickly solve this. चलिए, व्हाट इज द आंसर दोस्तों? One, two, three, four, five, six, 7. The number of swaps are 7. We have to keep a count of the number of swaps, right? Yeah. In pass 2, no swap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 swaps would be required. In pass 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 swaps would be required again. In pass 4, 1, 2 swaps would be required. In pass 5, 1, 2, 2 swaps would be required. In pass 6, 1 swap would be required. And in the next pass, which is pass 7, there will be 0 swaps required. 0 swaps. Okay. So the total number of swaps are 7 plus 10, 17. 17. So 15 plus 7, 22. So total of 22 swaps are required and total of 7 passes. So we have to select either the passes or the number of swaps. So 7 are the passes, swaps are 22. So B and C are the correct option. How many of you got it correctly? So such type of question you have to be very careful, because even if you skip one step, the answer will be incorrect. Okay. Chali. Okay, this is an important question. For this, you will need 2.5 minutes. Have a look at this. Please be very careful, guys. Guys, as I told you, when the poll is going on, please don't type answer on the chat. You are not following that. Okay, please follow the rules, because it is unfair for the ones who are still trying. Once you mark the answer, okay, the remaining people don't have any motivation to solve the question. Okay, so I hope that you are sensible enough to understand what I'm saying. So please never ever mark answer on the chat. Okay, I told you very clearly, when the timer is off, then only mark the answer. ठीक है दोस्तों? चलिए, let's solve this question. ठीक है, so first we'll try to apply shortcut here. ठीक है, first we'll try to check what is the cost by each of the path. ठीक है, so BAD, or let's do one thing, let's solve only so that we can have practice as well. So let's solve it end to end. A, B, C, D, E and F. What is the starting node? B. B is the starting node. So from B, we can go to A with the cost of 4. We can go to C with the cost of 90. We can go to F with the cost of 80. Okay. We'll select the minimum, which is A. From A, we can go to D with the cost of 6. So this becomes 10 via A, and nothing else can be relaxed. So we have 10, 80, 90. We will select 10. So from D, we have relaxation to C with the cost of plus 12. So this becomes 22 via D. And we can go to E with the cost of plus 50. So 60 via D. And B is already fixed. Okay. Among 60, 22 and 80, we will select 22. So I will select C. Once I select C, E can be relaxed, but no point. F can be relaxed from C with the cost of plus 10, which is 32. So 32 via C, and nothing else can be relaxed. So I have 60, 32. So I will select F. And from F, I can reach out to this with the cost of 5, 37 via F. And then I will select this. So how many of you agreed that this is going to be my single source shortest path spanning tree? Now shortest path from B to E. So B to E reported by Dijkstra is BADCFE. 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 So C is the only correct answer. Now, although it is an MSQ question, but still there is only one correct answer. Okay? And this is the most important point which you need to understand, that even MSQ questions can have a single correct answer. This I told every student last year, and in GATE 2025 there was one question, it was an MSQ with only one option correct. Okay, so please be careful that you need not always mark two options. Okay. Try this out. Okay. To construct a min heap of the above array, the number of swaps interchanges that would be required by either insertion based or heapy by approach are. Basically, we have to apply both the approaches one by one. Actually, wait. Okay. First, we'll apply insertion method. And we have to create what? We have to create min heap. Okay. So how many are you getting, guys? Insertion based approach, you always have to insert into a valid heap. Okay, so you can continue from here. We have got 8, 25, 28, 81, 36, 35, 16, 48, and 22. Okay, and so far we have got 10 swaps. Then you have to insert the remaining, okay, which is 11, 52, 1, and 6. Mute. So how many have we got? 17, right? Okay, so by insertion we are getting 17, and if we apply heapify, how many will we get? Okay, because see, my ultimate aim is to teach you concepts. So if you have understood the concept, we can move on to the heapify based approach. In heapify, how many of you are getting? So first we'll create the complete binary tree. Do you remember? In heapify, we first create the complete binary tree. So let's first create the complete binary tree. 81, 22, 48, 35, 28, 16, 8, 36, 25, 11, 52, 1, and 6. Okay, we'll start from 16. For min heap, 1 will come here, 16 will come here, so 1 interchange. 11 will come here, 28 will come here, another interchange. 25 will come here, 35 will come here, another interchange. Okay, so what we'll have is this. Then for 48, 1 will come here and 6 will come here. So 48 will come here. So plus 2. And then for 22, it will be swapped with its minimum child. So 11 will come here, 22 will come here. So 1 will have 81, 11, 1, 25, 22, 6, and 8. 36, 35, 28, 52. 16 and 48. And then finally for 81, we'll swap it with its minimum child 1, then again with its minimum child 1, and then again with its minimum child. So total 3. So 3, 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. So are you getting 9? 3 plus 3, 6. 6 plus 3, 9. You guys are getting 8. Have we missed anything, dosto? I'm getting 9, dosto. Why are you saying 8? It's 9, right? So 9 is the correct answer. So total 9. So B and D are the correct answers. How many of you have got 9 and 17? Tell me yes. Okay. So these are the most correct answers. Clear है दोस्तों? So this question was based on the heapify and insertion based heap creation method. ठीक है? So within one question, I have helped you practice both the concepts. These are the two approaches. Okay? Insertion based and heapify are the two approaches to build heap from scratch. ठीक है? चलिए. Solve this question. Another very good question. For this, you will need 2 minutes should be sufficient. Clear? चलिए. So similar question we have seen, right? And this is a very expected type of question because it tests your knowledge on many concepts. Okay, so let me copy it. So if you see, you just have to apply log property. So this becomes 8 5s are 40, 40 log n plus 4n. The most dominating term here is n. So this is theta of n. And the most dominating term here is also n. So this is also theta of n. Okay, so this is very similar question. Okay, so f is actually theta of n and g is also theta of n. So that means f is asymptotically equal to g. Okay, so when f is asymptotically equal to g, it is also big O of g. Okay, g is not big O of log n. G is theta of f, and f is big O of log n is also incorrect. So option A and C are the correct answers. Do you agree, dosto? Do you agree? A and C. Okay. Okay, let me check the pending questions. This is also done, this is also done, this is also done, this is 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 done. Chaliye, this is pending. Okay, this is a repetitive question. Give me a second. Okay, solve this. Although we have solved a similar question, I don't know how. Acha, actually this was part of the previous question. Okay, so let me see. Let me update few things here. Okay, first we can solve the pending questions. For this, 1 minute should be more than sufficient. Solve this one. Chalo. So which of the following is our application of dynamic programming? So guys, as you know, dynamic programming is one of the design strategies. Very good. So Dijkstra's algorithm. Okay, let me copy this. So Dijkstra's algorithm, as you all know, is a greedy based technique. Kruskal algorithm is also greedy based. Bellman-Ford, yeah, Bellman-Ford is a DP based technique, because Bellman-Ford is to solve what? Tell me. Bellman-Ford is used to solve what problem? Single source shortest path. Very good. Single source shortest path problem. Okay. So Bellman-Ford will help you solve the problem of single source shortest path even when there are negative weight edges, but there should not be any negative weight cycle that is reachable from source. Otherwise, it will fall into an infinite loop. I hope you agree. It will never give you the solution because the single source shortest path doesn't exist. Okay. And binary knapsack, which is also called as 0-1 knapsack, is also DP based. So which knapsack is greedy based? Because there are two knapsack in our syllabus. One is binary, other is, which is not a DP based, fractional knapsack. Okay, fractional knapsack is not DP based. Okay, so they are asking us which of the following are DP based. So the correct answer is C and D. CD. CD is the correct answer, right? Sorry. Okay, so many of you are saying, sir, don't give that homework. Please solve it in class. Okay. So let me solve that question. Only one question I have given you as homework, but still you guys are not happy with it. No worries. I will solve it in front of you. Where is that question? Where is that question? Where is that question? This. Okay. So only I gave you this question as homework, but still you guys are not happy with that. So let me solve it in class itself. Chalo, we'll solve it in class itself. I don't want you to be unhappy. Okay, chalo. What is given is you are given 16 sorted list, each of size n by 4. So you have 16 sorted list, each of size n by 4, n by 4, and so on. You have 16 lists. Then at next stage, you will merge them. So you will have every list of size n by 2. And how many such lists will be there? And you'll merge 2 at a time. Tell me. Half. Sir, we are happy, but if you will solve, we'll be more happy. Wow. चलिए ठीक है 8. ठीक है. Then we'll merge and we'll get n size. How many? Half. 4. Then you'll merge and we'll get 2n size. How many? 2 such lists. And then again you will merge and we'll get a single list of size 4n. You agree this is how the merging would be performed step by step? Okay. Now in best case, I will just write best case and worst case. In best case, there will be n by 4 comparisons, and in worst case there will be n by 2 minus 1. Okay. At this stage, in best case there will be n by 2, in worst case there will be n minus 1. Here in best case there will be there will be n, and worst case it would be 2n minus 1. And here in best case it would be 2n, worst case it would be 4n minus 1. Agree दोस्तों? So this is the best case and the worst case number of element wise comparisons at every merge operation. Please give me a quick yes. ठीक है. So total best case would be how many times? 8 times n by 4, because there will be 8 merge operations here. There will be 4 merge operations here. So 4 times n by 2 plus 2 times n plus 2n. So this would be 2n, 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 8n. Total best case comparisons would be 8n. How many of you have got the same? Anyone who got total best case comparisons as 8n? Anyone? Is our answer matching? Okay. And total worst case, it would be 8 times n by 2 minus 1 plus 4 times n minus 1 plus 2 times 2n minus 1 plus 4n minus 1. So this would be 4n minus 8 plus 4n minus 4 plus 4n minus 2 plus 4n. Okay, and you just have to substitute the value of n. Okay, so if you put the value of n is what? N is 400. So this will be 400 into 8. So 3200. So 3200 is one of the answers. And this would be what? 16n minus 8 plus 4 plus 2 plus 1. 15. 16n minus 15. So this would be 6385. Have you got 6385 A and D as the answer, dosto? Please confirm. Okay, chalo, happy, very happy. Okay, I don't want you to be sad. Okay, because I want you to score 100 marks, 100% marks. Chali, let's move on to the next question. So this question is indirectly covered, but still you can quickly tell the answer to this. Actually, I wanted to create two separate questions, but yeah, this was already done. So you already know that the cost was coming out to be 145. And how many MCSTs are there? Either the number of distinct MCSTs or the cost of the MCST. Very good. There will be a single MCST because all the edges are of unique cost. Okay, so we created two questions similar, but yeah, here it is. Chalo, two questions are left. Wow. Solve this question, dosto. It is a DP based question. Quickly solve this question. So consider the two strings given below. Which of the following represents the longest common subsequence between both of them? So this is a dynamic programming based question. This question can be solved in many ways also. Okay. One way is you can find the length of the longest common subsequence. Okay. What is the length of the LCS? And then you can check which of the following options are correct. That is one way. Okay, so what is the length of the LCS? What is the length of the LCS? Seven. Okay. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. ये नहीं हो सकता आंसर. This cannot be the answer. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Okay, so I have three options which are of length 7. Now we'll just validate whether this can be a common subsequence or not. So QPSRPPP. QPSRPPP. Yes, sorry, but I'll have to check in other as well. So QPSRPPP. So yes, this is present in both. So this can be the answer. QPSRPPR. QPSRPPR. Not possible. PPR is not possible, right? PPR. So this is not possible. QPSRPPR. It is possible in second, but it is not possible in first. So I will not call it as longest common subsequence because it is not common to both. But many of you are still saying that answer B is correct. How? Prove me. How can B be correct? Answer dosto. How can B be correct? Just because LCS is of length 7, does it mean all the length 7 strings would be the correct answer? Is that right way to solve it? Just because LCS is of length 7, you cannot mark all the options of length 7 as answer. ठीक है? चलो QPSRPPRP. QPSRPRP. QPSRPRP. Yes. And these two are wrong. The correct answer is option A and C. super clear दोस्तों? Super clear? A and C. Any doubts before we move on to the last question? Before we move on to the last question, दोस्तों, any doubts? Okay, I tried to cover as many concepts as possible. Okay, let's solve this question. Very good question. It's a tricky question, so please solve it very carefully. A and B. Assume that quicksort implementation is used to sort an array in ascending order. After the first partition step has been completed, the contents of the array are in the following order: 120, 140, 150, this. Which of the following elements could be a pivot element? So what is the concept here? What is the concept on which this question is framed? Hmm? The concept is very simple, that when the pivot gets placed at its correct position, the correct position of the pivot is the place where it would be when the array is sorted. Okay, but that's not sufficient. The another important criteria is all the elements on the left of the pivot should be lesser than it, and all the elements on the right of pivot, all the elements on the left of pivot should be lesser than it, and all the elements on the greater than pivot should be greater than it. This is the mandatory criteria. Okay, so if you look at this, all the elements on the right of 120 are greater than it. So can I say 120 could be the pivot? Okay, but I have only 4 options. Okay, so rather than checking all the possibilities, I would only focus on these 4. One shortcut is clear. There can be many such elements, but my focus is only on the given 4 options. The first option is 150. So all the elements on the left of 150 are lesser than it, and all the elements on the right are greater than it. And is 150 at its correct position? Tell me. What would be the position of 150 in the sorted array? It would be the third element. Correct? So 150 is absolutely correct. 140. 140, all the elements on the left are lesser than it, and all the elements on the right are greater than it. They can be in any order, by the way. So 140 is also correct. Okay? 140 is also correct. And you can also check that the correct position of 140 in the sorted array would be second position. 140 should be present at the second position. Correct? 190. What would be the correct position of 190 in the sorted array? Admit card. Okay, many people are interested in the admit card and not the questions. That's very strange. Okay, guys, admit card will only help when you know the concepts. Otherwise, what would you do with the admit card? Okay, so please focus on the concepts. Even if you check your admit card after 1 hour or 2 hours, it will remain the same. Okay, but please make the best out of the session that we have brought for you, because this knowledge will not be shared with you again and again. Understood? Are you getting it? Okay. The admit card will be useful when you know concepts. Otherwise, it will be of no use. Okay. 190. 190 would be fifth element, right? 190 would be present at the fifth position, but here it is not present at fifth position, so it cannot be the pivot. Okay, and let's talk about 890. 890 is present here, but all the elements on the right of 890 are not greater than this. This is not greater, this is not greater, this is not greater, not greater. Even this cannot be the answer. So the correct answer is option A and B. Clear, my dear dosto? Sir, what do you feel? Is this year's paper will be tough? See, I don't think this year's paper will be tough for the ones who have practiced. Simple. I gave GATE exam in 2019 and I secured All India rank 60 and my marks were 77.33 out of 100. Okay. So my marks were, I secured All India rank 60 in GATE 2019. Computer science. Okay. And my marks were 77.33 out of 100. And my negative marking was only minus 0.66 in the entire paper. Okay. So that's why I am saying that you should focus on concepts. Because many people focus so much on studies, but the negative marking is not reduced. And GATE expects high accuracy. Okay. So high accuracy is what grabs you a lot of rank. Okay. Many students solve lots of questions. Okay. But they don't have good accuracy. Okay. In fact, in GATE 2018, the one who got 77.33 marks or around like 77 marks were all in rank 15, 1-5. Okay, as far as I remember, I checked that. So GATE 2018, a person with all India rank 1515, around 1515, was 77 marks. And in my case, it was all India rank 60. So don't target marks. That's what I'm trying to say. Don't target marks. You never know, paper can be easy, paper can be tough. Okay, last year paper was very easy, so even 80 marks might not be sufficient. So don't target marks. Okay, just target your best. Target 100 marks. 100 marks will guarantee you every college. You don't have to worry. Okay, but if you'll ask me, sir, what is the target? Sir, what is the cutoff for old IITs? That's a very not useful question, unuseful, useless question. Okay, because you never know how the paper would be, how everyone would perform. Okay, so please remember this. And more than this, your focus should be on this. Okay, your accuracy determines your rank. That doesn't mean that you will only solve 5 questions. No, you have to solve as many as possible questions with high accuracy. Okay, so let me quickly check if I have covered all the questions and if we have got the correct answers for each. I have the answer key with me. Let me quickly check. You guys can also check with me. If you think any question we have solved incorrectly, we can check. Okay, we'll go step by step. So for the first question, the correct answer was A and D. Correct, we have got A and D. You also keep checking. If there is any answer which doesn't match, you can let me know. For this question, the answer was A and C. We have also got A and C, correct. For this question, my answer was B and D, answer key, and we have also got B and D, correct. For fourth question, the correct answer was A and C, and we have also got A and C, perfect. For fifth question, the correct answer was A and D, and we have also got A and D, absolutely correct. For sixth question, the correct answer was B and C, and we have also got B and C, absolutely correct. For this question, the correct answer was A and D, and we have also got A and D. Okay, very important, incorrect was asked. Many students make mistake, they always think that you have to mark the correct answers. That's wrong. Okay, incorrect was asked. So clear hai dosto ye question? Please confirm. I hope you have taken a note of it. Incorrect was asked. Okay, okay, please give me a go ahead. Incorrect was asked, so that's why I marked the false options. Yeah. Then this question, the correct answer was A and D. Okay, again, very interesting question. Minimum and the maximum comparisons. Then this question, the correct answer was A, B, and C. A, B, and C. Okay, the answer key is saying A, B, and C. SP is a tree edge. No, B cannot be the right answer. Do you agree? The answer key is incorrect. B cannot be the right answer. SP will never be a tree edge because you cannot reach S from P. No, you cannot reach S from P. Okay. Clear hai dosto? So A and C are the only correct options. Then the correct answer was A and D. So we have also got A and D. Then bubble sort question was A and D, and we have also got A and D. Then the optimized bubble sort question. Where is optimized bubble sort question? Okay. Then we have insertion sort question. For insertion sort question, the answer was A and D. We have also got A and D. Then optimized bubble sort, the correct answer was B and C. And we have also got B and C. I hope you also got the right answers. Then this question, the answer was A and C. We have also got A and C. Then this question, the only correct answer was C. Very important. Even though it is an MSQ, but still one answer can be correct. Please remember that. Can you type yes? Last year, this knowledge was tested. Many students have the habit that if they see an MSQ question, they will necessarily mark minimum 2 options, but that's wrong. Don't forcefully mark 2 options. When you are getting only one correct answer, mark only one. Doesn't matter if it is an MSQ. You have to be very careful. Okay. So only C was the correct answer. Then min heap. B and D was the correct answer. Very good. B and D. Then dynamic programming, B and D. Sorry, C and D. Yeah, C and D are the correct answers. Very good. Then B and C, correct. Then A, B, and C. No, A and C. A and C, correct. And then A and B. A and B, correct. So congratulations, guys. We have got all the answers correct. And I hope you also have got all the answers correct. Okay. So with this, I would like to end today's MSQ, Super 20 MSQ session. Okay. Let me give you a reminder that today at sharp 7 p.m. we'll meet for practice. Okay. On your Wallah CS channel. So we are going to solve lots of questions. Okay, Maha Abhyas. So how many of you are planning to join today at 7 p.m? If this was useful, that is going to be super useful, because there we are going to solve MSQ, MSCQ, and NAT. All 3 types of questions mixed across all the concepts. Okay. So please make sure to join that to make the maximum benefit out of it. And also please let me know how was your experience with the session. I wish you all a very good luck for your GATE exam. And I tried my really best to give you maximum knowledge. So thank you, goodbye, take care, wish you a great day. See you at 7 p.m. sharp on your favorite channel, Wallah CS, where we are going to practice lots of questions, lots and lots of questions. Okay. Do let me know how was your experience in the comment section. Goodbye, take care. My name is Aditya.